Hey Weintek warriors! Today we're going to demonstrate how to establish communication between a CMT series HMI with Codesys and our iR-ETN communication coupler with attached iR-DM16P I/O module. This video is intended for those who are just getting started with our Codesys-enabled HMIs. So brace yourselves, it's going to be a wild ride. Before we get started, you'll need to download and install the following software. Easy Builder Pro. The latest and prior versions can be downloaded on our forum. You'll just need to create an account and verify your email address before you can access these download files. Easy Remote I/O. The latest version release can also be found on our forum. Again, you'll need to create an account in order to download. Codesys. We highly recommend that you use Codesys version 3.5.15.50 when using it in conjunction with our HMIs. Our factory has thoroughly validated this version to ensure consistent functionality. Using other versions may lead to compatibility issues, compile errors, or runtime errors. Version 3.5.15.50 can also be downloaded free of charge on our forum. Weintek's Codesys package. Our Codesys package is required when using Codesys on our HMIs. You guessed it, head on over to our forum to download it. Please note that you must install the Codesys IDE before installing our Codesys package. Let's set up our iR-ETN. First, plug an Ethernet cable into the LAN 2 Ethernet port and plug it into your network. Then, launch Easy Remote I/O. Click the Automatic Scan button and select Scan to locate the iR-ETN. Select Modify to change the device's IP address. Be sure to assign an IP address that's on your subnet or you will not be able to establish communication with it. Click the Select All button and click OK when finished. Next, within Easy Remote I/O, select File, then Export PLC Open XML. On the following window, click Select All and make sure that the export file version is 3.5.15.0. Then click OK and enter a name and choose a save location for the file. On your HMI, select the Settings button on the top left. Click the lock icon and enter the password. 111111 is the default password for all Weintek HMIs. Navigate to the Network tab and select Ethernet LAN 2. Here, we can assign an IP address to the HMI. Be sure to assign an address that lies on the same subnet as your PC, or you will not be able to communicate with it. When Codesys is activated on an HMI, it has complete control over LAN 1, and LAN 2 is reserved for both HMI functions and, if Codesys login is enabled, Codesys project download. Next, enable Codesys login. This will allow us to download our Codesys application through LAN 2 on the HMI. Head to the Codesys tab when finished. In the Codesys tab, select Modify Ethernet LAN 1 and assign an IP address that's on the same subnet as the iR-ETN. Depending on the HMI model, the settings menu may appear different than the one shown in this demonstration. You can also change these network settings on the HMI's web server. To access the web server, enter the HMI's LAN 2 IP address into your browser's address bar and enter the HMI's password. 111111 is the default password for all Weintek HMIs. Within the Ethernet tab, in the Network section, you can assign LAN 2 an IP address. LAN 1 network info, along with the ability to enable Codesys login, can be found in the Codesys tab within the Features section. Now it's time to connect our devices as shown in this diagram. Connecting everything directly to each other isn't your only option. You could potentially use an Ethernet switch to establish communication between devices. as long as the devices are on the appropriate subnet. Let's jump over to Codesys and create a new project. Select New Project, then choose the Standard Project option. Name the project, choose a save location, and click OK when finished. On the following window, select Weintek Built-in Codesys from the device drop-down list, and choose the programming language of your choice. I'll leave ladder logic selected for this example. In the Devices pane, right-click Device and select Add Device. In the following window, expand the field buses and Ethernet adapter lists, then select Ethernet. You'll want to choose version 3.5.15.0 of the Ethernet driver. If you don't see this version listed, select Display All Versions to view other options. Select Add Device when finished. Right-click our newly added Ethernet adapter and select Add Device once again. Expand Field Buses, Modbus, and Modbus TCP Master, then select Modbus TCP Master version 3.5.15.0. Click Add Device and close when finished. With the Modbus TCP Master selected, navigate to the Project tab and select Import PLC Open XML. On the following window, locate the file we exported earlier from the iR-ETN and select it. Select the iR-ETN and click OK. Next, within the Devices pane, double-click Device and enter the HMI's LAN 2 IP address in the text field on the right. A successful connection will be indicated by a green dot on the bottom right of the device image. In the Devices pane, double-click the Ethernet device and click the ellipses icon. On the following window, select the ETH0 interface, which should reflect the IP address of the HMI's LAN 1 port. Next, double-click on the Modbus TCP master device in the Devices pane and ensure that Auto Reconnect is selected. Then, double-click on the iR-ETN in the project tree and configure the unit ID to 1 if prompted. Now, let's create a simple Codesys program, assign a variable to an output, and generate a tag. Double-clicking PLC PRG will bring us to our PLC program. I'll drag a single contact from our toolbox to our ladder and give the variable a name. Next, I'll double-click our iR-ETN and head to the I/O Mapping tab. In the Output section, I'll select address QX0.0, which is our first output bit. Click the ellipses icon in the Variable column to summon the Input Assistant. Expand Application and PLC PRG to reveal the tag we created earlier and select it. In the Devices pane, right-click Application and select Add Object. Then select Symbol Configuration. On the following window, select Add. In the Symbol Configuration window, select Build, then PLC PRG, which contains the tag we created earlier. In the Build drop-down list, select Generate Code. This will create our tag file. Next, let's log into our device and download our Codesys application. Select the Login icon, and when prompted, select Login with Download or Yes when asked to replace the existing application on the PLC. Next to the Login icon, you will see a blue arrow. This is the Start icon. Click it to start the application. The green icons to the left of the devices indicate that connections have successfully been established. Now that we've confirmed everything is connected, click the Logout button. When adding a new variable to your Codesys program, within Symbol Configuration, you will need to select each variable that you intend on using, both new and old, and regenerate the code and rebuild the tag file. Then, you must re-download the updated Codesys project to your device before importing the updated tag file into your EasyBuilder Pro project. It's now time to fire up EasyBuilder Pro. Upon creating a new project, you'll be prompted to select your HMI model. I'm using a CMT3072 for this example. On the following menu, which is the System Parameter Settings, select New Device/Server. In the Device Type drop-down list, select Weintek Built-in Codesys. Click OK when finished. You'll now see Weintek Built-in Codesys in your device list. We now have the option to import the tag from our Codesys project. You'll then be prompted to select a char mapping for type string. I'll select 2 char per word for this demonstration. The Codesys tag file will have your project name followed by .device.application. If all goes well, you will see the Imported Tag Information Successfully message. Click OK when finished. For more information on the IEC String Selector menu, check out our forum post on the topic. Next, navigate to the Object tab and select a bit lamp. In the following window, I'm going to select Toggle Switch. In the Device drop-down list, ensure Weintek Built-in Codesys is selected. In the Tag drop-down list, select your freshly imported tag. I'll then change the attribute to Toggle and click OK. If you haven't already, save your program and navigate to the Project tab. Then select Download to download the project to the HMI. Select Search All to locate the HMI on your network. You can also manually enter the HMI's LAN 2 IP address in the IP tab. Select your device and click Download. Let's run a quick demo to see our new project in action. I'm viewing the HMI via CMT Viewer on the top left. I have our Codesys program open and running on the right. And I have our Easy Remote I/O application open on the bottom left. Watch in amazement as I trigger the bit using the toggle switch in our EasyBuilder Pro application and the changes reflected in our Easy Remote I/O and Codesys programs. Our integrated Codesys application allows us to control our iR-DM16P I/O module.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, head on over to our channel for more great technical tutorials. And come on down to our forum. It's a great resource for everything Weintek.